We've talked a lot on the YouTube channel about Titanfall and this franchise that we want to see continued in the form of Titanfall 3. Nothing to take away from Apex Legends and all that Respawn is doing to try to support this universe in one way, shape, or form. But Titanfall 3 is something that we all want in one capacity or another. I can speak for myself, and I know a lot of you out there will agree that, sure, Apex is great. It's really nice to have something that's within the Titanfall universe that is really big. It's something that people absolutely love, but it doesn't necessarily quench that thirst for really what Titanfall was all about. And sure, there's definitely those similarities. It's within the same universe, that being Apex, but people really want another Titanfall game. And I think it would be great to at least solidify the trilogy of Titanfall. I think that Titanfall really suffered from marketing against other big titans within the, within the space, no pun intended, that being like Call of Duty and Battlefield. When Titanfall comes out, guys, I mean, it's competing against these huge juggernauts in the same month when it was released, and that was just that's all on Vince Zampella and those guys trying to state that this is the next FPS that's going to take over Call of Duty and Battlefield, and that was a terrible move, which really hurt Titanfall's sales. So ultimately, guys, that stuff out of the way. We've got some new things that have been developed here regarding Titanfall 3. There's some good news and there's some bad news, so let's get into it. So in an article, guys, written by Julian Young of Dexterto, in the face of several recent leaks claiming that a new entry in the Titanfall series is in development, Apex Legends game director Chad Grenier has confirmed Titanfall 3 is not being worked on. So that's the first thing that's really unfortunate, guys. What I will say is this. We are, as a community, making our voice heard, though, because many of us are stating, like, we want this game. And sure, they're denying Titanfall 3, and they can continue denying it, but the more people that are telling the Respawn that we want Titanfall 3, at some point or another, they're going to see this incredibly large community of people stating they want another game. And so, sure, they're going to have a team that works on Apex Legends and continue that, make no mistake about it. But they could certainly split that team up to start working on Titanfall 3 as well. So over the last several months, data miners have been hard at work uncovering Apex Legends secrets ahead of the highly anticipated Season 7 release, including information related to the new season's vehicles, weapon attachments, and the new Olympus map and Horizon Legend. In addition to the details surrounding the new content, several leakers reported evidence that Respawn developers were also actively working on the next title in the Titanfall series. Speaking in an interview ahead of Season 7's launch, Chad Grenier, game director of the studio's hit Battle Royale, refuted these claims and said that Respawn has no new Titanfall games in the works. So it's very interesting, guys. Either Respawn is trying to lead us astray. Why they would do that, I'm not sure. Maybe they're actually working on Titanfall 3, but they don't want to kind of give that away yet. They want to keep that as secret as possible. So you could take that, or basically these leaks just are false at this point, and they're not working on Titanfall, and they're just continuing to serve as Apex Legends, and maybe they have no plans for Titanfall 3 yet. So it's hard to say. In the interview with Eurogamer, Grenier spoke at length about the new features and systems coming to Apex Legends with the release of Season 7. Grenier specifically outlined the transition of Olympus from a Titanfall 3 concept to the third map being released for the BR. However, when asked about the studio's plans for a new entry in the Titanfall series, the game director openly stated nobody is currently working on Titanfall 3. He also spoke about the more distant future of the Battle Royale title, confirming that Respawn is working on content for 5 more seasons after the release of Season 7 and has plans for additional content beyond that. So, can Apex Legends fill the void? Grenier's confirmation that Titanfall 3 is not in active development pours cold water on leaks and rumors that it was in the works. However, in the same interview, Grenier mentioned that Respawn has plans to make Apex Legends more than just a battle royale, and the fans of Titanfall will be very excited about what is to come. Apex is in the Titanfall universe, so we're always bringing things from Titanfall into Apex, he said, highlighting Ash in the Season 5 quest, so we get to bring a lot of the stuff that we enjoy in Titanfall into Apex. Looking at future seasons, animated shorts, and things that are coming out next year, I think any Titanfall fan is going to be super excited. And while the Titanfall series is considered a classic FPS and maintains a dedicated core player base, with the recent Steam release providing a huge influx of new pilots as well, Respawn has remained tight-lipped on their plans for the franchise since the initial release of Apex Legends. Now look, here's the thing, is if you look at a silver lining here, sure, they're bringing stuff from the Titanfall universe more and more into Apex Legends, and that's true, but here's the thing. For those of us who aren't huge fans of Battle Royale, I'm one of those people. I think I respect that space in a drastic way. I love what BR has brought to gaming. I mean, without a doubt. It's just not necessarily a game mode that I'm like a huge fan of personally. I like watching other people play it. I'm not one that really enjoys playing it myself. I'm more into the fast-paced gunfight of, like, you know, Call of Duty, you know, Titanfall, you know, you could even say Battlefield somewhat, even those are really large maps at times as well, but more like smaller maps where there's quicker, you know, movement and like, you know, you're able to, you know, kind of rack up kills in a drastic way, and you know, you have different perks and things of that nature, whereas Apex, sure, you've got some pretty neat things in there, but similar to, you know, Call of Duty Warzone or Fortnite and all these other BRs, you know, it's different. You know, you got one life and then it's all over. You got to start all over again. Sure, you've got ways that you can get, you know, you can kind of come back into the playing field, you know, like in, you know, Call of Duty Warzone and, you know, of course, even Apex as well being revived and such. But ultimately, guys, I think that, to me, we are definitely making our voices heard about Titanfall 3. We want a Titanfall 3, and there's absolutely no debate that Respawn, they keep on having to say, no, we're not working on Titanfall 3. Why is that? Well, the reason why they're coming out and saying that is because a lot of people are hoping to see a Titanfall 3, and I think it could be absolutely huge. I've stated this many times, guys, that if they were to make a Titanfall 3, Titanfall 3 could help promote Apex Legends, and Apex Legends could help promote Titanfall 3, which at the end of the day could make it, I mean, even bigger and bigger. Think of Call of Duty Warzone and how it's promoting Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And so these BRs are great marketing tools where you don't even have to, you know, pay necessarily to promote the next game that they're working on. Now, sure, maybe they'll use Apex Legends to promote their next Star Wars game or to promote something else, but Titanfall 3 makes total sense because it's within the same universe. I just think, guys, it makes total sense to make a Titanfall 3. Maybe they're concerned it's going to split up the player base, but look at Call of Duty and what Activision's doing there. They just have, you know, each Call of Duty that comes out, Warzone is now going to be the BR that continues into each Call of Duty moving forward. They update things, weapons and things of that nature to closely resemble the newest game that's come out. And so why not do that with Apex? Create Titanfall 3, bring things from Titanfall 3 into Apex Legends, and then you're just building upon the universe, the lore, the story that is this franchise as a whole. But at the end of the day, guys, I would love to hear from all of you. Do you think we're going to be getting a Titanfall 3 at some point in the future? Do you think that Respawn is trying to lead us astray from the truth that they actually are working on a Titanfall 3 and that these leaks are actually, you know, true? Or do you think it's all false and that we won't be seeing a Titanfall 3 for quite some time? Let me know. And for more Titanfall 3 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.